As I mentioned earlier, seducing a man really isn't that difficult. I think what most women probably want is to figure out a way to keep their man interested, keep them excited. Really what it's about, ladies, is you have feminine features that are extremely attractive to men. So you'll want to show those off, but not give away the entire thing. For example, if you were to show up to the workplace naked, you would be giving away too much too soon. You want to show a little bit of skin, be classy about it, but not show too much. So what are the two most attractive features that men often think uh, about? Breasts and the buttocks. The breasts and the buttocks are some of the best qualities and features that you can show off. But you know your own body. Maybe there are features that you can show off that you think are extremely attractive. Maybe you have an extremely attractive wrist that you can show off. Just kidding. Seriously though, breasts, buttocks, and stomach are probably the three best areas that you can show off in order to attract a man. As I mentioned earlier, men are extremely visually interested, and what they see visually allows an idea to be planted in their mind of the idea of sex. And what you want to do is you want to plant the idea in their own mind. You can't force it upon them. They have to come up with the idea on their own. As I mentioned earlier, touch is extremely important. So if you can find a way to just gently touch your man, tease a little bit with touch, you're going to find this will be extremely erotic in the behavior of your man. The other important topic I want to talk about when I mentioned the five senses was sounds. So there are sounds that you can make that will simulate sex, which then can plant the idea in a man's mind of the idea of sex. For example, if you moan, if you use a slightly more high-pitched voice, or if you use a slightly more innocent type voice, or if you can show the man that you're a little bit vulnerable, then this will help improve your chances of seduction. So in your voice, you want to use higher tones, you want to use lower tones, you want to fluctuate it a bit, you want to moan a little. Any sound that might simulate sex, maybe your heavy breathing, something like that that will plant the idea in a man's mind of sex can be good. Smell. Of course, one of the best things that I like on my lady is nice perfume. A little touch of perfume on the collarbone can help plant the idea in a man's mind of wanting to explore. This primal urge of wanting to explore based on what we smell comes from the cavemen, when we maybe smelled, a piece of meat out there in the woods somewhere, and we could smell it, and it drove us and attracted us to it. Well, it's no different with perfume.